Presenting a speech in front of the whole class is the scariest thing that every student has to go through. I used to hate it so much because it's so scary, all those eyes on you, and you're nervous that, hey, I don't want to actually make any mistakes. And today I can tell you proudly, that in my high schooling, I did amazing with those presentations. In this video, I'm gonna be giving you tips on how to prepare for a speech. Okay, so this is the pre-game workout, the pre-game strategy.
Clap back, clap back, clap back, clap, clap, clap back.
So the first tip, you have to start with analyzing the topic that you have, right? Now, usually they'll give you descriptions on what it should be about, So for me, I'll give you a proper example. I had to do a presentation on whether corporal punishment should still be allowed in South Africa, right? I think I did it in economics. I forgot which subject it was. But basically, I had to present and give my opinion and facts on whether I believe that corporal punishment should still be implemented or not, right? So what I had to do then was to research about the topic, right? Get some information. Why is corporal punishment not actually legal anymore in South Africa, right? I had to go into research and actually go and find proper information for me to actually mind map and actually have good ideas so that I could support my belief, you feel me? And to be honest, my belief was that corporal punishment should still be legal. You should go and prepare cue cards, you feel me? Now this is up to you, but usually it is advisable that you use cue cards to basically memorize the work, but also use the cue cards when you're on stage or in front of the class, you feel me? So doing a speech is always gonna make you jittery and nervous. That's okay. But when you have cue cards with you in your hand, then you know that if ever you forget what you wanted to say, then you can just look down quickly for like 5 seconds quickly to be like, okay, I need to speak about the history now. I need to speak about why I am actually supporting this, why I am for this cause, So your cue cards don't have the full information about everything, but they just have bits and pieces of what you actually need to know, you feel me? What you need to present. So maybe your cue cards, you could just have snippets of the information that you want to present, you feel me? So usually my cue cards will just look like the number one. Of course, I'll number them, so that I know which cue cards come after the next, so that everything is in chronological order, right? So I'll write in the first cue card, number 1, the history about corporal punishment, and then I'll quickly write maybe 1969, this happened, 1960, so I'm not writing every single thing about it. I'm just writing bits and pieces to just guide me along the way, so that if I do forget, then at least I have something. Is now practice, okay? Practice in front of your mirror. Make sure that you know what you want to say, this will maybe practicing will maybe come at the very end, of your preparation and stuff, like legit, maybe the last few weeks now, you're now making sure that, okay, you know what you want to say, you know what comes after this, you are now actively practicing it so that you don't fumble on stage or in front of the class, right? So make sure that you're doing that you are practicing it, Another tip is that you should practice it in front of your family members or in front of your friends if you're not shy. But for me, it was nice when I was presenting it in front of my family, right? Because I could actually see, where am I fumbling, where am I not getting my point across, where do I need to get better examples, I remember that I threw a nice joke, right? And luckily I got to see if that joke is actually good or not by testing it in front of my parents, right? So I presented my speech about corporal punishment, and I gave a nice funny reference to be like, I used to get beat up by my granny, and and it used to be painful and it hurt, but I finally got to learn important values and morals because I got beat, right? And they laughed at that, and I was relating a good story, right? So when you're presenting in front of other people, right, that helps you prepare, that helps you see exactly where is it funny, where is it good, where is the example, where do I need to improve? And they can even give you feedback as to what you're doing wrong. You know, is it that you're not connecting with your eyes? Is your posture wrong? Is your, you know, those sort of things are important, and we will speak about them in my next video on how to exactly present it, of course, right? The fifth and final tip for y'all is that you should use the resources you have, okay? Now, this can sometimes get you extra points because it will show creativity, right? Can let you use the projector, right, to do a slideshow, or if maybe you have pictures on the slideshow or whatever you do, but use those things, okay? Use the slideshow to illustrate images, or maybe add a short video, right, to be funny or creative, you know? Or maybe even use props, you know? I mean, I know that's a bit pushing it, but you can ask your teacher before you present, like, ma'am, I've got this prop, I've got this stick I want to use, you know, to illustrate how I used to get beat up by my granny. But yeah, you know, so using props can also make it fun, can also make it more engaging, you feel me? Alrighty, we've reached the end of this video. Thank you for watching. You know, I really hope it helped you. If you don't know who I am Kutlwano Silwane Mawota, aka Clapback Studies, baby.